And now we are creating hubs. So we are creating hubs in, for example, Dubai. We're creating a hub in Portland. And we create hubs all around the world where we can put our product and then distribute from there. We are always looking for partners, companies that can help us, that have knowledge of the local market, that know the growers, that understand our product and be the middleman between our production facility and the end user.
From MJBulls Media, it's the Raising Cannabis Capital Show. Today at Raising Cannabis Capital, we are joined by Ed Van Wonderen from Holland Bio Products. Edward, welcome to the show.
Well, happy to be on it.
So Holland Bio Products is based in the Netherlands, and that's where you are right now.
Yes.
I said this before we started taping, Edward, that you have your work cut out for you today because I have to admit I have no agro or horticulture experience at all, and I imagine a lot of our listeners, especially investors, have little or no experience. So we're going to rely on you.
With our product, actually, you don't need any additional knowledge. It's simple. We replace soil, and a lot of growers are looking for soilless growing, and not only for environmental reasons, but also for automating your processes. So you can pick up our product, move it around, and don't harm the small plant that's growing inside. Wow. And what we do is we created a plant plug made of jute. And jute is a water plant. They grow it in India and in Bangladesh. And it has a certain resistance of algae and moss, and it's a strong fiber. We take that fiber and we create a mat. And inside that mat are smart flakes. And that's patented. That's our patented product. And those flakes are sponges. So they hold the water and nutrients inside the material. Now we can determine with the number of flakes per square meter how dry or how wet your substrate should be. And then we create a mat and we cut the mat in small blocks. And we use those blocks for your seed germination or for your cloning. You fold in your sting and then roots will emerge in time. And it's a fully biodegradable, compostable product. So you don't leave a footprint. We feel that's actually the most important element of our product.
Wow. So for instance, with cannabis, you may have a different concentration of flak in the pod. Is that how it would work?
Yeah, you could determine how wet or how dry you want your plug, your substrate, your growing medium to be. And we, of course, know for cannabis how dry or how wet we want to produce our plug. But if you have another plant, if you want to grow lettuce or whatever, you need a different composition. Okay. And so we have, especially for the cannabis growing, we have a folding plug. So it folds around your clone, your sting, or you put your seed on top and then it grows. It has room, it has air, it has moist, and it feels very comfortable in our substrate.
Okay. Within the cannabis umbrella of strains, is that moisture level change? Do you find it pretty consistent for everyone?
That mostly depends on your irrigation and also your system, whether you grow in pots or you grow on hydroponics. That will have an effect on growing medium. It will store a little bit of water and nutrients that goes with it, but it also, of course, lets go of it. So it has a maximum percentage of water absorption. Where other substrates fully drain, our plug holds a certain amount of water, and that's about 30% of its size. And if you irrigate, you add the water that has been taken from it, so you fill it up again. If you fill it and you leave it alone for a couple of days, no problem. It will still have water inside, so your crop won't die on you.
Yeah, I saw that on your website. I think that's really a great feature. One of the challenges you have with a podcast is that I can't show you a visual of what the pods look like. But, but when I'm looking at it,
visit our website.
Yeah, I was just going to say when I'm looking at it at the website, just to give our listeners sort of a visual. To me, it sort of looks like a long upside down pyramid, and the little leaf is up on the top. So once you get to this stage where there's a little leaf on the top, what do they do with the pod at the next step?
That's a good question. Okay, well, our plug is for your first stage. So for your seed germination or for getting roots on your clone. And then when the roots are inside our medium, you take it from your germination cup and then you put it into soil. And the nice part of our product is that it will dissolve in the soil. If you take out the plant, if you harvest it and you throw away your plant, you can also throw away our plant. It has dissolved a little bit already in soil, and you can throw it away. Don't leave any footprint for environmental reasons.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it, because it's for your starting phase, for seed germination and your cloning, you're getting the roots.
that's really simple, and it's
Yeah.
apparently biodegradable. So it just
Fully
blends.
biodegradable, yeah. And the most important, it's compostable, because everything is biodegradable if you wait 10 years or 20 years. But it's compostable. So you pile it up, it will vanish. And if you have a professional compost installation, it will be gone in one cycle.
Okay.
So where everybody says they are sustainable, this is truly a sustainable product, because it degrades in time and it can go with you, with the plant, no problem at all. And for medical cannabis, if you extract the oil from it, there is an issue on your substrate where it grows on. Because when it leaves juices inside the plant, it will also leave juices inside your oil. So you have to be very careful if you're in the medical cannabis industry, if you extract oil from the plant, where has it been growing on and in? And if you grow it on stone, you have an issue. If you grow it on foam, you could have an issue. That is why we have such an attention from the cannabis industry. They know, okay, this is an organic fiber, so it won't leave any juices that harm the oil and could also harm the patient that is using that very concentrated oil from the plant.
Wow, that's really interesting. It's going to become a huge benefit as our testing becomes more sophisticated. We've been talking mainly about plugs because that would apply to the cannabis industry, but in addition to that, you also produce mats, wraps, and pads. I guess $1 million question is, you're in Holland. Can you export your products all over the world?
Yes, we can. So we did some applications already to move our product all around the world. Our product without a plant inside can be shipped all around the world. But there are growers that want to move our product together with a small plant growing inside to, for example, the United States. Well, there are import regulations that say you cannot import soil. So you need to clean out your small plant, you clean out the soil. Our product is granted permission to be imported into the United States with the plant inside, because it doesn't contain any soil. There's no elements inside that could harm. So we fully approved to be imported into the United States.
Yeah. Wow. That's a big benefit, especially given the fact that you're in Holland. But so where do you see Holland Bio Products' future?
The idea is already originated, 6-7 years ago, but we started 2 years ago with Holland Bio Products. And so we now are in the phase that we ship out containers all around the world. First years we did research and development, we focused on production, we focused on having a stable and good product. The first product should be the same as the 1,000,001 product. So we have that under control. We can produce a lot of plugs every day, and we are ready to take orders and ship around the world. And now we are creating hubs. So we are creating hubs in, for example, Dubai. We're creating a hub in Portland, and we create hubs all around the world where we can put our product and then distribute from there. We are always looking for partners, companies that can help us, that have knowledge of the local market, that know the growers, that understand our product, and be the middleman between our production facility and the end user.
Yeah,
so everybody is invited to take part in that process.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. If you were looking for, or if you were working with strategic partners, because I know a lot of people in the industry are looking for opportunities like this.
Professional growers and also on the home growing market, we are always interested in partnering, and there's a fair margin to be earned by that person.
Okay. Well, we've been speaking with Ed Van Wonderen from Holland Bio Products, and we have all of his contact information on the MJBulls website. So if you're interested in learning more about being a strategic partner or purchasing their products, we'll have all the information. Edward, thanks for being on the show today. This is good stuff.
It was great to be on the show. Thanks a lot for inviting me.
You're welcome. Good luck.